a Mecca that was the Speedweeks at Daytona and the Daytona 500. We are set to go racing in stop number 2 of the Castrol GTX Cup Series. We're at the Rockingham is where we're at here today. It's the running of the GM Goodwrench Service 400. We're set for 59 laps of action here today on this 1.017 mile racetrack. On the pole for today's event, it is Mike Becker in car 43, the STP Pontiac. He'll be alongside car 33, the Skull Bandit Buick of Zach Rogers sits alongside. Second row has car 29, Zachary Fitzwater in the Hardee's Oldsmobile. He'll be alongside car number 12. It is Rob Evans in the Budweiser Chevrolet. Third row has two of our in-car cameras, Levi McIntyre in the number 17 Tide Chevrolet, car number 17. He'll be alongside car 28, Texaco Haviland Ford of Keith Batson sitting alongside. Fourth row has Matt McIntyre in car 18. He's on the outside. Inside of him is Dylan Poteet, the Daytona 500 pole sitter in the Miller American Buick. Next row down has number 90. It is Dylan Young, or number 90, I should say, Jesse Turner in the Red Baron First Pizza Ford. He'll be alongside Dylan Young in number 2, the JD Stacey Buick. Next row down has has Jessica Shelton in car number 9, the Course Melling Ford. She'll be alongside car 52, Seth Cole in the Eureka Vacuum Cleaners Pontiac. Fourth row will have, next row down has Kev Shear in car 71, the Buck Stove Oldsmobile, and our third in-car camera, Cole Deaver in the GM Goodwrench Chevrolet. Next row down is car 24. It is Charles Sammer in the DuPont Chevrolet, and car number 11, Johnny Gardner in the Mountain Dew Buick. Next row down has car 25, Joshua Osborne in the Folger Chevrolet, and his Hendricks Motorsports teammate, it is car 25, Philip Parker in the Levi Garrett Chevrolet. Next row down, Jackson Haywood in car 15, the Wrangler Jeans Ford, and beside him will be car 26, Quaker State Buick of Quentin Moore. Next row down, the man who usually runs well here at the Rock, Kyle Matthews in the Meliella Pontiac car 42. He'll be flanked by Emmanuel Hartnett in car 83 that wins Kmart Oldsmobile. Next row down has Paul Minnick in car 6, the Strolite Ford. He'll be alongside car 47. It's Nathan Hudson, the Race Hill Farms Buick. Next row down, another Buick. It is Matt Haas in the number 8 Miller American Buick, and he'll be alongside Daniel Bouchard in car 75, the Valvoline Pontiac. Next row down, Kyle Langland in car 14, the Copenhagen Chevrolet, or Copenhagen Oldsmobile, excuse me. He'll be alongside car 44. It is Ryan George in the JD Stacey Buick. Next row down has Alex Miller in 51, the Valvoline Oldsmobile. He'll be alongside car 50 in a Pontiac, that's Gene Sanford. Next row down has car number 7, Wes McCoy in the Xerox Antifreeze Ford. He'll be alongside car 70. It is Mitchell Collins in the Suns Medford Speed Pontiac. Next row down has car 4, William Brock in the Kodak Film Chevy, and he'll be Kodak Film Oldsmobile, excuse me. He'll be alongside car 27, the Kodiak Pontiac of R.J. Bishop sitting alongside. Next row down, Nathan Orman in the Gatorade Buick, car 88, and he'll be alongside car 30, the Country Time Pontiac of Jay Jefferson. Next row down after that will be car number 1, the man who won the Daytona 500, Zach Winkle. He's on the inside of the next row. He's on the inside of the next to the last row, excuse me. Car number 1, the Uno Bullfrog Knit Chevrolet, and he'll be alongside car number 13. It is Austin Colano. Actually, the Uno Bullfrog Knit's car, that's actually a Pontiac instead of a Buick instead of a Chevrolet. And starting shotgun, he'll be car 94, Ryan Brommer in the Sunoco Ultra Oldsmobile. He'll be alongside car 55. It is Henry Sanford in the Copenhagen Chevrolet. In-car cameras again today will be carried by Cole Deaver, Levi McIntyre, and Keith Batson. As the field will get ready for green flag racing here at the track known as the Rockingham, North Carolina, the traditional second stop in the Castrol GTX Cup Series season. And the next race after that will be on the first short track race of the season. That will be Richmond, Virginia. So it'll be the third race will be at the season. Here comes the command to fire the engines here at the Rock.
Gentlemen, start your engine!
40 cars thundering on pit road here at the Rock as the pace car on the local that was I think the pace cars are on drugs every time he's at the rock. I don't know. So the build about to come off turn number 2 here. The engines, well, you'll be hearing them back. The engine sound well back to normal, like for now, until we head to Talladega for the next plate race of the season. But anyway, Pontiac and Buick on the front row here. Mike Becker, the King Richard Petty colors, and Zach Rogers in the Skull Bandit Buick. That will be the well, basically the front row here. So the field comes off corner number 4. Pace car looks off on the pit road here. The green flag flies, and the GM Goodwrench Service 400 is underway. Mike Becker apparently did not get off to a good start here. Zachary Fitzwater with a very fast start in the Hardee's Oldsmobile as he'll take the lead as it comes up to number 4. So it'll be Fitzwater leading the first lap here at the Rock. About had the Daytona 500 in his sights, the last race of the tour, though, but got shuffled back late in the going in that race. And you'll see already where there's several cars there, so turn 2 is a trouble spot somewhat. Let's see Mike back in the pole center already has dropped back a bunch. So where he's at this time by Becker, that time by clocked in 17th. No, clocked in 23rd position. He has dropped way back on the start here, and Becker again gets off the line. He cannot keep that car off the high side of the track. That 43 car that started the season race from the pole is already dropped back near the back of the pack there within 4 laps of this race, and we have completed the 4th lap right now. That car's falling from 1st to 29th. Meantime, Dylan Poteet has the lead here. Second position is now Shared in the 3rd position. Fitzwater in the 4th. McIntyre running 5th. Lead by McIntyre, that is. As they come into turn number 1, and here comes Jesse Turner for the lead. He's got it in turn number 1, and the number 90 Red Bird goes to the 4th. Top by all running right together, but don't look now. But here comes that number 9 in the 6th position, Jessica Shelton. She's going to find her she'll do her though, but she knows the big picture's on the line though for the championship. Always has the right to win the championship, I should say too, and just has won here with the Rock before. I don't think she's won the first Rockingham race in her career though. She has won the AC Delco 400, however, that's the second stop at the Rock. Have Shearer in the inside come off turn number 4 here, and he looks low on Levi McIntyre. A pair of orange and white cars leading the field here. Shelton in the 4th position now. Jackson Hayward in the 15th car is moving through the field, and don't look now again, but Mr. Rockingham is moving up the field. That's Kyle Matthews, of course, in the 42 car, the Mellow Yellow Pontiac. Some say Kyle owns the Rock, though. There has been times, though, he has not really run all that well at the Rock. There have been times that's happened, believe it or not, though. But he has, the track. He has obviously won a lot more, and he has won more times than anywhere else in this series. He just heard the rest of McIntyre looking for the lead. Fitzy had the lead at the last time by. Let's see who had the lead this time by. It was McIntyre, I believe. 17 car, and he's taking the number 1 spot now. McIntyre driving a Chevy Lumina in this race. He drove a Monte Carlo in the Daytona 500. meantime, Phil Parker has the field right now. So has Zach Rogers in car 33, and 3 wide for the lead. You don't see that much at Rockingham. Very competitive field here in this race here today, and Haywood got off the wall. Shelton dipped slow, and she follows McIntyre and Rogers, and they go to the inside lane. Now McIntyre wants to lead back from Zach Rogers, and I think Zach's going to lead that lap. I think, yes, he does. So you got this bunch of cars right there that I think anchoring that pack at least was Kyle Matthews in the 42 car. Now Kev Shearer in 71. There's Rob Evans, by the way, the 12 car. And we're looking at right now in some position. Matthews is 8. Shearer's 9. 10th position is Dylan Poteet. Another Dylan Young was slow on Keith Batson and the 51 car of Alex Miller. And Dylan Young gets the push from Charles Sanford in 24, and the 3 car of Cole Deaver. He was clocked 7th the last time by as Posey got off the wall at turn number 2. And now McIntyre, he looks low on the track there, blocking the run of Keith Batson. Oh no, that didn't look good coming off turn number 4. There were 3 wide. Quentin Moore almost made it 4 wide off turn number 4 at the Rocky. You don't dare do that. And Matthews is in the wall in car 42. He is scrubbing speed through the first and second turns. That's going to kill his momentum a little bit there, and then he goes off like a bunch, and we saw Nathan Orman go by him in 88. Matthews that time by dropped down to the 24th position. Behind him is William Brock in 25th. But I know Matthews will make his way through the field on this track for sure here. I see a battle right there going on between Kev Shearer, Alex Miller, and Joshua Osborne in the 25 car. Osborne runs his way up the track there, and you see one of his Hendrick teammates there, Levi McIntyre. McIntyre from Ohio, Osborne from the state south of him in Kentucky. McIntyre takes the spot away here, and whoa, Fitzwater way up the track in the 29 car. There he is. And 3 wide again. Wes McCoy did a low side. He gets by both Hudson and Orman. A pair of Nathans right there. Now Quentin Moore in the 26 car. He moves to the high side of the track here. One of the 10 Buicks in the field. And now Jackson Haywood goes to the high side. Quentin Moore almost runs to the back of him. And Quentin says, out of my way. I want to pick up a few positions here. And Haywood up the high side, before the 7 car, he looks slow on the track. And Haywood gets off the wall here as the 3 of Osborne and McIntyre and Poteet break away. Now, back to the front of the pack, it is now Zach Rogers leading this race here. Dylan Young in the 2nd position. Phil Parker and Charles Sanford side by side. Parker in the 5, Sanford in 24. He gets the push from Jay Jefferson in the 30. high side of the track here, and so is Shelton. Jefferson in the 30 car. He's down low on the track now. Dylan Young, speaking of down low on the track. Young to the low side. Does he have the lead from Zach Rogers? Yes, he does. I think. Yes, yep, Dylan Young on the lap. So Dylan Young takes the JD Safety Buick to the lead in this race here. Jay Jefferson looking for second position in the 30 car. Here comes Seth Cole in 52. He looks low. Charles Samper in 24 right there. Phil Parker, Cole Deaver, Rob Evans in the 12 car. Parker running 8th, Shelton running 9th, and Shearer running in 10th position. Alex Norselo with a solid run, running in 11th position in that Valvoline Oldsmobile, number 51 car. Jesse Turner running in 12th position. Turner started this race in 10th position. McIntyre running in 13th position. 14th is Osborne. 15th is Batson. Car 28. By 150.915 miles an hour. Charles Pepper way up the track in turn number 2 and slammed the wall. Wardo shining off that number 24 car. And now Zach Rogers goes the high running 733 machine. Aerial easy right there, and Seth Cole goes to the lead in car 22. Taking a lead from Jay Jefferson. Cole Deaver right behind him in a 3 car, 12 and Rob Evans running in 4th position, Jessica Shaw running in 5th. And Seth Cole leads his first lap of the race. Side by side in the turn number 3, and Deaver takes the lead in the GM Goodwrench Chevy. That's now letting Jessica Shelton close up on the back of Seth Cole's car. You got a northerner sandwiched in between 2 southerners there. Deaver from Georgia, Shelton from South Carolina. Rob Evans to the low side here with the 34, and it's going to be as a side-by-side. Evans in the 12, Shelton in the 9, Ford versus Chevrolet. And Shelton goes up high on the track there. Don't know if she hit the wall or not. No, she didn't, actually. And actually, yellow flag is flown here. And it's the first caution flag of the day. Has flown here, and I think Zach Rogers, it is Zach Rogers, car 33. He has crashed. Apparently, they have not spun the car. So caution flying on lap number 36 here at the Rock. And it was he and the 90 car of Jesse Turner that had crashed here. Rogers was running 14. Turner actually was up in the high side. They were almost 4 wide off the second turn. Turned right in front of the 42 car, Kyle Matthews, and then got in the 24 Charles Sanford. And then around goes the 90 and the 33 cars, both there. Rogers just the innocent victim. You see the hood crumpled just a slight bit on the hood, slightly buckled on that Buick. No damage hardly to the number 90 car, but nonetheless, so that's the dangerous we mentioned. We mentioned turn 2 we mentioned turn 2 is the dangerous part of the track here, and that kind of told you it was. So as after Turner got off the wall, got into Matthews' car, then came down on Sanford, and pretty much the whole chain reaction holocaust happened. As you see, a piece ripped off of the 30 feet machine as Zach Rogers comes off pit road back on the racetrack. Though he has dropped the 40th position. However, he has dropped the 40th position. No, he's still on the lead lap. So, still about to get the green flag here on lap number 40 is what the green flag's gonna wave here. Cole Deaver leads, Seth Cole second, third is Rob Evans, Jessica Shelton fourth. Fifth position is Kev Shearer, sixth is Dylan Young, seventh position is Jay Jefferson, eighth is Keith Batson, ninth Levi McIntyre, and 10th is Charles Sanford. And my mistake on Zach Rogers. He's actually not on the lead lap. He's a lap down in 40 position. Green flag flies. 40 laps in the books, or 39 laps, I should say, in the books, and 20 laps remaining. On the 33 car, see if he's going to be any hindrance to the field here as they go into turn number 3, and you see Miller, Osborne, and several others there falling to the low side of the track here. It appeared to be a dumb move, but Rogers moves up high, and Nathan Ormond tried to play chicken with him almost, but in the meantime, here comes number 12. Rob Evans to the lead in car number 12, but right there behind him, Jessica Shelton, trying to stave off the challenge of Kev Shearer in the blue and white 71. Off the fourth turn they come, 17 laps remaining here. That was collision of lap number 42. Seth Cole way up the track in the number 12, number 52 machine. Has yellow flags flown for the second time here today. And it's Jesse Turner again. Oh, Mike Becker, 33 car and 43 car, and Zach Rogers again. Turner and Rogers in another crash. This time takes the King Richard Benny 43 of Mike Becker with him. Something tells me Zach Rogers is going to want to beat Jesse Turner to the ground after this race in the garage. And boy, that was a bad crash right there. Take a look again as to what happened. Rogers and Becker got up the track here. Rogers got into the 4 car of William Brock that turned those two around. Rogers then gets in the 75 car of Daniel Bouchard. And it looked like it was in. Oh my gosh. Got hit by the 43 car of Mike Becker and sent Rogers up and over. Rogers, I'm sure, a bit PO'd, and Jesse Turner's also PO'd at Mike Becker for some apparent reason. I don't know what in the world I don't know why in the world he would be, to be honest. Yep, right there's where the whole deal happens, so... So Mike Becker and Zach Rogers both out of the race here, and so Rogers, the man who, as mentioned last, has finished number 5 in the points, and having a tough go so far here. Back under green here on lap number 48. Rob Evans leads here. We're down to the 12 laps remaining here. Second position. Third right now is Seth Cole, as he and Jessica Shelton battling out for position as for third spot. Cole Beaver's up there. It's pretty much go time here at the Rock. If you got anything, now's the time to show it. Kev Shear off the second turn. He takes the lead now in the 71 car. Through turns 3 and 4 they come. He has got, you'll see 10 laps to go this time by. But judging how this day has gone so far, a lot can happen in 10 laps. And oh, problems in turn number 2, looks like. Keith Batson and James Jefferson looks like a spun come off to number 2. And that is what happened. There 28 and the 30 cars have both crashed. And the yellow flag's flown for the 3rd time today. When after things have been calm for the first 25 laps, and all of a sudden Hex broke loose here. And we saw Jessica Shelton bounce off the wall, come off turn number 2, and I think got into another car. And it might have been the 30 she got into, possibly. Let's see what happened in replay. Yeah, Jess got way high. She comes off turn number 2, gets into the 30 car, turns him right into Keith Batson. And another victim in the inside wall club at Rockingham on the backstretch. Let's take a ride on board with Keith Batson. So base car sights are now off again here as we are on the 50 as we completed the 53 laps of this race. We have 6 laps remaining, but 5 to go, and this race goes back to green flag racing here at Rockingham. Kev Shear is the leader. Second position is Seth Cole. Third is Cole Deaver. So you got a pair of Coles right there. One's last name, the other is the first name. Levi McIntyre is 4th. 5th is Charles Sanders. 6th position is Rob Evans. 7th is Dylan Young. 8th, Kyle Matthews. 9th is Joshua Osborne, and Jessica Shelton runs in 10th position as the green flag about to fly. Hopefully we'll have 5 laps of green flag racing left remaining here at Rockingham Raceway. Oldsmobile leading, Pontiac second, Chevrolet's running 3rd and 4th and 5th. As the green flag laps are back underway here at Rockingham. 5 laps remaining. And McIntyre way up the track. side. Here comes Cole Deaver, car number 3 to the low side of the racetrack here. McIntyre, or I mean, not McIntyre, but Shearer holds the spot for the moment here as it comes off to number 2. That's what Kev wants to see at the moment, though. Is for Cole and Seth Cole run side by side. Seth now up the high side, loses a couple of spots there. About to lose one to Rob Evans here in a minute. Here in the 12 car. Cars right there together. The 24, 17, and 25 cars. 3 of the 4 Hendrick machines here in this field here. Stanford goes up the track. Loses out on that battle right there. Number 2. Dylan Young goes by. Matt McIntyre goes by. And Zachary Fitzwater, who led the early laps of this race here, goes by. Kyle Matthews on the low side making a charge. In the meantime, battle for the lead. Deaver versus Shearer. Side by side. 71 in the Shearer. 3 of Deaver. It'll be the white flag this time by Cole Deaver, the GM Goodwrench Chevy Monte Carlo. Out in front, white flag, 1 lap remaining. Rob Evans in second. Does Rob Evans have anything for Cole Deaver on this last lap? Rob Evans trying to close up just a little bit in the Budweiser machine. He looks slow on the track there, trying to gain some spots on Deaver. Option report's not going to be enough. And the GM Goodwrench team has done it again. Cole Deaver wins the GM Goodwrench 400 at Rockingham. What a drive by Cole Deaver as he takes the GM Goodwrench Chevrolet in the victory lane. Boy, don't say Rob Evans didn't try on the last lap, though. I mean, he cut that one close going through 3 and 4. I say Rob's thinking right now, if I had another lap, I probably could have got him. But still, Cole Deaver gets the win here today at the Rock. Average speed 111.142 miles per hour. Rob Evans comes home second. Third will go to Kev Shearer. Fourth place will go to Kyle Matthews. Boy, doesn't matter where Kyle Matthews starts at the Rock, he seems to always finish top 5 on this track here, and he does here today. Obviously, here a good solid day for him, especially considering after the bad run he had at Daytona. Going in 5th position will be actually Matthews. Actually, I think had a good run at Daytona too. Levi McIntyre comes home 5th. 6th position will go to Joshua Osborne. 7th place will go to Dylan Young. Zachary Fitzwater 8th, 9th Seth Cole, and Jackson Haywood comes home in 10th position. Phil Parker finishes 11th, Matt McIntyre 12th, Nathan Hudson 13th, Charles Samper 14th, Mitchell Collins, we haven't talked about him at all today, he ends up finishing 15th, a good day for him. Dylan Poteet 16th, 17th will go to Alex Miller, Paul Minnick 18th, 19th will go to Matt Haas, and Ryan George comes home 20th. Wes McCoy 21st, Jessica Shelton dropped to 22nd, unfortunately for her. Nathan Ormond, R.J. Bishop, Henry Sanford, Quentin Moore matches his car number, finishing 26th. Then Dana Bouchard, Gene Sanford, Johnny Gardner, not much of a factor here today. Unfortunately for him, he ends up 29th. And Zach Winkle, the Daytona 500 champion, comes home in 30th position. Then William Brock, Kyle Langland, Jay Jefferson, Keith Badson, Emmanuel Hardnett, Ryan Brommer, and Jesse Turner, and Austin Colano was the last of the finishers. Mike Becker and Zach Rogers, the only 2 cars out of the race. So that will do it at Rockingham Raceway here today, and congratulations to Cole Deaver as he wins this sponsors event, taking home the GM Goodwrench Service 400. If you like what you see here, be sure to subscribe to the NNSCRA Sports Gaming channel. We got everything on the channel. We got interesting gaming videos, whatever the president of the NNSCRA Seth Cole desires for his channel. And be sure to check out our other series, including the Duracell Cup Series and some other online series races that's occasionally uploaded to this channel as well. So be sure to keep your eyes peeled on that. So here, some of the best stuff, some of the best leagues are under the NNSCRA umbrella, and you will not regret checking those races out. And Peter and Nate, same with this channel as well too. Here, you never know what Seth will come up with here. I'll guarantee you that. So that will do it today at Rockingham Raceway. For now, this is James Qualls. Remember, this is a production of the NNSCRA. Off on racing at its best. We will see you at Richmond for race number 3.
Goodwrench, if you have any ignition problems.